With me now is one of the Conservative candidates for the Town Council for Warminster West, Sue Fraser. Hello, Sue.
Hello, Andrew.
Why should people in Warminster West vote for you on the 4th of May?
Having been a councillor for the last 9 years, 9 years, it's I hope to carry on with the way that we've been running things and make everything better. We need to control what the developers are doing, because the town is going to change a lot over the next few years. So we need to make sure that they develop the town the way we want, not the way they want, which is always a big challenge.
And it's particularly in the west of Warminster, because you've got the West Warminster Urban Extension.
We have up to 2,000 houses coming, which the town needs the extra people coming into the town, but it's going to be go over at least 10-15 years to get all those houses built. So we need to regulate it all the way through and keep an eye on it.
So how do you achieve? I mean, how do you hold the developers to what they've said they'll do?
It's a very difficult project, because every time they put in another application, you've got about 10 boxes to go through to find out what they've changed, and it's very easy to miss something that they've changed. They try and slip it underneath the barriers, but we have to keep a really strict eye on it. And we do have a committee that we're running at the moment, which is a subcommittee of what the neighbourhood plan was, to oversee plans like that, to make sure that we don't miss anything.
Okay. And linked in with that, I suppose, is the infrastructure of the town, roads and the schools and the doctors' surgeries, which again, the town council itself isn't responsible for providing those services.
No, unfortunately we have no control over
No.
that, particularly the NHS for the doctors' surgery.
Yes, so what can the council do to shout Warminster's case?
Shout as loud as we can. That is a very, very vital thing, is to get those right, particularly schools. The schools are overflowing already. We need to make sure that they do build a school. The developers want to build the houses before they do that. Well, that's a bit late, because all the children will be there before the school's built. So we need to keep on their backs all the time to make sure that things are progressing as they should do.
And how can, I believe in the plans is for a primary school.
Yes.
How will the east-west flow of traffic be affected by the increased housing on the west and the secondary school on the east?
That is a major problem. We need to get a really good traffic plan up and running. The developers did one, but they did it at a time when the schools weren't affecting what they were reading, so we don't think that their traffic plan is correct. So we need to get them to do another one during school time and during the time schools go, the pupils going to school and when they're coming home, not in the middle of the day when it's quieter. So we have to keep a control over that and try and make sure that we get the roads working properly.
One of the candidates standing against you is Malcolm Mellish, who's an independent, and when we had him in earlier, he was advocating his scheme of buying the town hall and selling off the civic centre for a corporate headquarters. Do you support that view?
No, I do not.
So why not?
First of all, we cannot sell the civic centre. If we sell it, we have to build something to replace it. It's in the constitution. It's something that the government say we cannot sell off an asset that we own without replacing it. The town hall doesn't have the facilities that we need. it's in a place where we can't have parking. Disabled entrances will be very restricted. We can't have parking close enough for disabled people. It would not work. It's not big enough, and it's not compatible for what we need.
I know one of your interests is the business in the town and the promotion of it. There are a lot of there are empty properties in the town centre, and although the town council can't stop a business from closing and it can't force any to open, what can be done to continue or increase promotion of business in Warminster?
Well, we do our best. As you say, we can't control who comes in and who leaves, but we need to encourage various different types of businesses to come. I mean, we desperately need a shoe shop, we desperately need a men's shop. We've got too many charity shops and too many cafes. We need to get proper shops in here. I mean, we had an application from the Three Horseshoes Mall for where the Poundland is, to change it to a restaurant. We want a proper shop in there, not a restaurant. We need, with all the extra footfall, we're going to need a lot more shops. And I think once we've got the extra houses, the shops will arrive.
Okay. Something else that the independent group standing are focusing on is the role of the town clerk, and they say in their leaflet that the Conservatives pushed through the appointment of the new town clerk without consulting the independents. I think you were involved.
I wasn't actually.
You weren't, sorry.
I wasn't on that committee, but we did have an independent on that committee, Paul Batchelor. So the independents were involved. We had to replace the town clerk because Heather was retiring at the beginning of April. So we didn't have a choice, we had to replace her. And they want to split it into two. That will double the salary, because to divide that job into two, you'd have to have the equivalent of the rating of those two particular people, so you would be doubling the salary. We can't afford to do that. The town clerk has the skills to do all those jobs. Why split it into two and make us have to pay out more in salaries?
Okay, we're running out of time, but just to finish off, the question I'm asking everybody is, if you're elected next week, or this coming week, what would be one thing you would like to achieve in your 4 years as a councillor?
I would like to make sure that all the developers do what we want. Everything runs smoothly without too many things being done that we don't want, and to enhance this wonderful town that we've got. Warminster is a real jewel, and just walking around the town today, a lot of people shopping had come from lots, out of Warminster, Bristol, Trowbridge, Dilton Marsh. This town attracts a lot of people, and we need to enhance that.
Okay, thank you very much for coming in, Sue, and good luck on the 4th of May.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.